On the spot, starting the intro. What do you have to say?
Bye bye, rooster.
Oh wow, you're gonna just hit people in the feelings just like that. Gone. The final track outing under the LS Nasty realm. We say that, but it's like it's not going far.
No.
It is going far, but it's not like we're never gonna see it again.
Yeah, we'll still be in touch.
Yeah, kind of sad actually.
Brad, I saw your job.
Director of Tire Pressures, right here. So because the Rooster is being sold, today's video is going to be pretty much just like a run through it. This video is actually for the new owner of the car. It's going to be very instructional and kind of what we do before we make a pass and then adjustments we might make. So that's pretty much it. But what else we got going on is we're just gonna film the passes, and the second pass, Ben is going to run. Oh, that's a good looking hat. That's a good looking hat right there. That's a limited edition LS Nasty hat just rolling on by. You see that? That's a good looking hat. So, we're gonna go over everything. We pull the car out of the trailer, what do we do and all that. So when the new owner's at the track, if you have any questions, this video is like your go-to, and he has my phone number so you can text me. It's like not like I'm a hard guy to reach. But just got to the track, back the car out of the trailer. We already did everything that we could at the shop. We know it's got oil in it, we know it's got fuel in it, we know it's got oil pressure. Everything else is all set up, like the setup of the car, the main setup of the car, pinion angle, lower control arm angle, stuff like that doesn't really change. Anti-roll setup doesn't really change. So we get the car here, and the first thing that I do is I back it out, I get the battery charger out, and it has an alternator, but I just like to be, I guess, overcautious and just make sure that it does have life in it. Next, I direct my attention to the tires. So generally, when we're running, we have to let some air out because they do increase in pressure as they get hotter. So you make a pass, and they're high for the next pass, so you let them out. So I got to the track today, tire pressure was 14 PSI. I'm about to make a pass, so I lower it down to 16 PSI. That's where I've been running lately. It's what this car likes. It's a 275 Radial Pro, so 16 PSI of tire pressure, and it's pretty happy. After that, I go and I get the laptop, which is on the charger now, and I make sure that has some battery. I'm running HP tuners as a data logger on this, so right now the computer's in there charging, and we're about ready to go. With the hood exhaust, which I know you won't have, new owner, I normally clean the window off after that. So just trying to get the car ready and prepped to go down track. Now, things that you adjust at the track, like travel limiters, two-step, and boost controller, all that stuff happens later, but this is kind of what I'm doing to get ready. We already know what tune-up we're gonna put in the car because the goal for tonight is to run an 80 and then to run a 70 to 80 first pass, and then run a 50 to 60 second pass, just to make sure everything is good and we get some boost numbers. So what we did in the boost controller is we dropped some boost down, and we left the two-step the same. So right now the two-step's at like 4,300 RPMs, and we're leaving on 14 on the dome for launch, and it's going up to 20 on the dome down track. So that's going to be your natural boost curve. We don't run a curve in the AMS boost controller. Being a torque arm car, radial car, we like to kind of hit it hard off the line and plant the tire. So you will, if you do make it too soft, it might knock the tires off because you do have to apply pressure and hit it hard, plant the tire to make it 60 foot. So you can kind of get caught in that no man's land where you're like, well, it knocked the tires off, and you turn it down, it continues to knock the tires off, but maybe if you turn it up, it'll plant the tire harder and you can get down track. That's just something knowing the car that you will do and learn and all that. So travel limiter wise, we're leaving kind of hard on it. We're trying to plant the tire. We're looking for like a 127, 125, 128, 60 foot in that realm. A 120 something we're pretty happy with. A 125 we're real happy with. The travel limiters on the car, they are one from the bottom. So there's one open hole on the bottom and then the limiter's in there. So it's tied down pretty good. As you untie it, your 60 foot's going to decrease. It's going to wheelie. With this new turbo, I do have a slight concern that if you untie it too much, it's going to get up real quick. Like with the other turbo, it was a little bit slower coming in. This turbo definitely comes in stronger. I know that because getting on the trans brake, it gets the two-step a lot quicker than it did at the other turbo, and the characteristics of the turbo, the backside and everything are the same, so not too much of a difference there. So that just shows you this turbo is working a lot better. Jose from Force Inductions knows what's going on, and this turbo should make some steam. So as a precaution, we turned everything down because we don't want to go out here and lift the heads. I'd say a good boost number for this first pass should be like 20 pounds of boost. If it makes 20, great. It makes 22, okay, we know. We're just looking for a reference. We want to make sure that we can match up everything that this turbo is making with the AMS boost controller we got here. Ben is going to make the final pass in the Rooster. You made the first pass in the Rooster. Once the setup was done, you're gonna make the last pass, and that's it. I was just going over everything. Two-step, boost, tire pressure, travel limiters. That's pretty much our pre-race checkup. This is your standard interface with the AMS. So I think John, I almost said who it was. I think that the owner of this vehicle will know how to use an AMS boost controller, but first thing I like to do is launch boost. So I go to options, next, launch, and then right there we're going to turn this boost down to 14 on launch. Whoa. 14 on launch, and then you go back to the standard interface and click boost. Go to edit boost setup, go down to target PSI, and there's 20. So I was saying we don't run a boost curve, we run a natural boost curve, whatever the turbo will do, however quick we can get it in. I also stated that if you go out there and you turn it down, it knocks the tires off, maybe turning it up might help plant the tire. That's kind of one of the things with these cars, torque arm car, radial, you got to plant the tire.
Yeah, if you got it really tied down and it goes out and hikes the tire up a couple inches for 10 feet and then it falls on its face, you just got to put more in it.
So if it knocks it off right off the hit,
then you know.
Yeah, then you know. Like if you let go of the button, it's like boom, then you know. But if it moves out there, and you've seen videos of it before where it gets out there and goes, oh.
Yeah, the only time you ever need a curve is when you have enough power that you have it turned down enough initially, like the trans brake sticks the tire, but if you bring it in too fast,
it'll wheelie.
Yeah, try and wheelie.
So I think other than that, it's pretty simple. Do your burnouts with the boost controller off. So you start your burnout in first gear, then you go to high gear, and then you put it in neutral, and then I roll to a stop. At that point, I put it in reverse, I flip the boost controller on, and I grab the trans brake to back up. Burnouts on this, I probably get a little too excited and do them a little bit larger than needed, but the thing that we like to do in this car, I know I do it when I drive and you do it when you're driving, we don't like to sit still in the burnout. So first gear, foot on the brake and gas, and then I hit it. I go to the bottom pretty quick. You definitely ease into it more than I do, yeah, but I hammer it.
I've driven the car since it had a 427 in it.
And before you had to. So yeah, with this setup, you can pretty much go right to the bottom with it until it starts spinning and then back off the brake. Once it spins the tires, I bump it into second gear and let off the brake and get rolling. And I always like to roll through the beams. That's kind of like, yeah, I feel like it's good to do.
Yeah, even if the tires aren't still spinning when you go through the beams.
Just roll through them.
Yeah, there's no need to get out there and
burn them to 60 foot.
Up trying to stop before the, no need to lock the tires up trying to stop before the light.
So
you can just roll on through and then back on up.
And that's pretty much it. I left my other shoes at home, so you know what that means? Out here new boot goofing. Dude, it's literally like a sock. It's like a sock. Dude, I gotta wear this over top of it too. What do you eat? What do you want? What do you want, a snow boot?
No, it feels like it should go on an elf.
Wow. Alex, what do you think? What's Alex think? Did he bring his fire shoes?
Hey, I mean, we can come up with something. He fitted those, so.
I knew that was coming.
He said there's no third penalty. He doesn't know.
He doesn't want any action with it. What, is he practicing gears in that thing? Be rolling gears all day?
You bring your open face out here? What are you doing? Where's your open face helmet at? I got it in there. So,
dude, I love how you get in the Showtime lane. Like you're gonna go out there and bust off a nice 650. Let the people shock the whole people here.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If that car busts off the 650 on the motor, I'm gonna be a happy man. Because if it doesn't just fall on its face and die, I'm gonna be a happy man.
Well, it looks better. You're on radial. So
yeah, it does look better on radials, even though it doesn't have the rear bar. He's up to 1995 now. Yeah, I'll put the first pass right off the trail. Right now.
Chris put on fire pants for the first time in his life. He's out here talking smack.
See this right here? Carhartt, baby. All the fire protection I need.
Any shameless plugs you want to give to any hot tools that Mako makes right now? Nope. All right, he doesn't have anything, guys. Well, so we'll see you guys in the next video.
I do have some nice big banners to go in that first shop.
Oh, that'd be nice. So, does it say Todd Wester on it?
I can write it on there. Well,
why don't you lock in for the 26th grudge race?
I'm trying my best to. Give me.
Lock in right now for a tool card.
Give me tornado.
Wait, what? Dave walking over here because he knows I don't have a 10 card. He knows I forgot it at the trailer.
He's not going to go down the track.
Oh. I ain't worried about it. I come here like every Thursday. He might have 2 tech cards for me this year.
Not like right. I'm surprised you don't start bringing me ones from a month ago.
Hey, they're all sketched up
and gotta stand up in his truck. Probably have them last year.
I do, I guarantee you.
With a whiteout pen. Yeah. What's the new date?
pass in the Rooster.
Let's do it.
Alright guys, there you have it. I know I said it a million times, that was the last pass, and for me and the Rooster, Ben's gonna run one more. Tune-up, we took power out of it, and it still worked well. That new turbo was definitely compensating. It comes online faster. 330 is a little bit better, but you can really feel it in the 60-foot. Brad, how'd it look in the 60-foot?
Honestly, it needs to be tied down a little more.
And add more power, and go like a teen.
One of those Colorados doing.
So yeah, I mean, that's it. Simple setup, 4,300 RPMs on launch. You guys saw it shooting flames, so it's definitely making some more steam. Launch boost went up and we turned it down, if that makes any sense. So the car is working really well. Ben, give me your professional rundown of the car. What do we got? We got 4,300 on two-step.
I don't know. I have to check.
I'm pretty sure it's 43. That's where we left it last. So 4,300 on the two-step, 14 on launch, and 20 overall, which we turned down from what we did previously, and it made the same amount of boost. So that made 21 pounds overall, and I mean, a tune-up like it, we were running 25 pounds before to run that time. So that shows you it's working a lot better in the front half.
Yep.
So that's where you want it. You can get it to work better in the front half. You don't have to have it tongue out up top. Yep. The car's gonna live a lot longer. It's gonna run a lot better.
But yeah, it's cool how it works like that, because you can run faster on a lower pressure.
Yep.
But pressure for pressure, before we had 20 pounds on the gate, it made about 20 pounds of boost. So like it's kind of convenient how it works that way, where you know that if you switch a turbo up, you can put
similar
similar numbers on it, and it'll make similar boost, but it'll go faster on that number.
But you could definitely see where it differs on the two-step.
Yeah,
on two-step it makes a whole lot more.
Yeah, at a lot lower RPM, that turbo, the center section, the bearings and everything, it spins up way easier. It keeps it up and doesn't.
Notice the flames? You see the flames?
Yeah.
They were. I was holding the button. I was like, I'm not even gonna cut a tree. I'm just gonna admire the flames right now.
Yeah. Soak it in.
So we're going full circle with this car. Ben is the one that put this setup in the car that really did all the work. I mean, I turned very, very minimal wrenches on this car.
It's a team effort, because it's not so much about just doing the work. You got a car like this, you go through it, you learn it. Like, you got to learn the whole thing, and it's
now
every car's like a different character.
Are we getting a jump start on the Salted Chicken? Kind of very, very similar setup suspension wise. Just better.
Yeah.
So this car is just what it is. It's a good working car.
Yeah.
We've had our way with it, and we've molested it into working the way it should, the way we want it to. So how about that wheelie too? It kind of like rode it out a little bit. I mean, it was perfect. So
it's definitely making a lot better power down low, sooner, faster, harder, quicker, everything.
So, all right. Well,
cool it down a little bit.
We're gonna let it cool down. Ben's gonna hop in the seat, make one more pass. We're gonna add 2 more pounds up top, so it should make around 23 pounds. 22 and a half pounds of boost. And that right there should be like a 60. So that went 566. It should be like a 560 or 559, somewhere in that range. Maybe like the mile an hour is not super impressive, but who cares when it runs the ET? Like, you don't need to go 130 out the back door. If you can run the same time that everyone else is doing, go one
with a converter.
Yeah, with a converter. So the converter right now, it helped. The new turbo helped out a lot, but I say if you change the converter, you're gonna lose your quarter mile.
Yeah.
So if you change the converter, you're gonna lose your quarter mile. Right now it has a big gear drop, so we went through the 8th mile traps at 5,900. So you have another 8th mile to build up to what, 68. So
it's crazy that it did what it did before with what it had on it.
Yeah.
An 880. I mean, just.
God, do you know how much faster we could have gone with this?
Oh, this would have done it like that.
Yeah. Well, all right, we're just gonna chill out now, get Ben all suited up, and everyone always says, Ben drive, Ben drive, Ben drive. Ben's about to drive, so.
Yeah,
I will say.
I do drive, I just don't do it on camera.
Yeah, no, you literally don't do it on camera.
I mean,
Ben drives it, whenever the camera's off, Ben's behind the wheel. All right, so we're in the Galot. What is this, the UTV? I don't even know. We're here with Ben, and we haven't revealed the new name of the car yet. The new name of the Black Grand National is Lil Kev, and the reasoning is it's like a little setup for Kevin Rivenbark. So we're gonna come up here and you know, pick on Kevin. If you guys don't know Kevin, he won the Sweet 16, and we just, you know, it's like a junior setup what he has. He's got a Pro Line setup with a big Pro Charger. We have like a slightly smaller Pro Charger with a Hemi, so might as well name the car Lil Kev. So we're up here with. Are we gonna pick on Lil Kev right now?
Yeah,
I guess we're gonna pick on Big Kev.
We're gonna get Kevin.
We're gonna pick on Big Kev right now. Escape me if I go to him.
Why? He can't go.
Look, he's too famous right now. He's talking to everybody. I wish I was like him.
We got him. We got him locked up.
What is up, Big Kev? So I texted you I got a new car. So we're trying to come up with a name. Everyone wants to name Lil Kev. It's like a smaller set of what you got. Does that work? Well, I got your approval. I got Big Kev's approval.
He didn't put any improvement on your name.
I know. I didn't want to do anything like that. So, are you gonna be up there when I go to the button the first time and throw up?
I want to see that.
Oh my God, I'm freaking out.
I want to see it.
All right, so it's locked in. It's Lil Kev. I appreciate that. Are you ready to send her home?
I am.
How excited are you?
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. Ready to go fast?
Yeah.
Hey, get the headset on so you can talk to him.
Alright.
What car? We gotta talk about it.
Ben, if you don't go a 520, go ahead and drive it back to the shop. What?
God, look how official we look out here going mid-fives. This is what having too much fun looks like, is it not?
It's the epitome of fun.
Yeah, people are like, why are you out there with headsets? I'm like, why do you not have a headset? Just a valid question.
And you don't have to plug your ears when all the big block cars run.
I know. So now I can like stand up there with your zoomy big block cars about to go 620 comes up, Todd Wester.
670. Don't give him that much credit. Don't give him that much credit.
670. Hey,
wait, what happened?
You're more famous than I am. I don't have any fame. But every time we go to the track, everyone's like, yo, dude, what's up?
And I don't have my team.
Yeah, look at you guys. Everyone take note. He doesn't have a drink in his hand. He's like Julian.
Yeah.
Always has a cup. We're going to send Ben down the 660 in the final voyage of for many of us.
You know what?
I'm kind of sad. It is sad.
I'm disappointed. We didn't go 490 on stock computer.
We did not go 490 on stock computer. But Chris might.
Hey.
Just kidding. You guys already think it's a pro mod. You guys already think you went 460. Everyone's dogging the cow because we're locked in. Locked in?
Oh.
Lock.
What do I get? I get the brake?
I give you the back tire.
Oh.
Kind of disrespectful. It's kind of disrespectful. Everyone's in the comments now like silverback versus cow.
Hey.
No, go ahead. What were you about to say?
Nothing.
You got what?
Nothing.
I got shorted. The long dick of the law got him.
No, the short dick.
I know it sounds good for something.
Oh God, that was so swift.
The damn smart car is done forever. This is the new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust Brad's driving. I gotta.
No,
Oh hell. This is not a stick car.
I definitely trust Brad over Ben going 50 miles an hour down Thunder Valley.
Yeah, I forgot that Wes held on to that.
I was hanging on for dear life in that video.
Imagine if his ass fell off, Ben gets up all the way to the big end, goes, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, where's Wes?" He'll be like, "Oh, he's in the..."
I know I was right when we were going to go get the car that night, when he broke the axle the first time.
Yeah.
And I was hanging on those little cables on the back. I thought I was going to fly off. It was blowing me so hard.
God, at 55, and I was like dangling in there.
All of those stories have been caused by the boosted rooster.
Yeah.
Everything else is boring. Like you break an axle, we push it. Boosted rooster does something, Ben's going 90 down the track with someone hanging on the back of the smart car.
I didn't even get a good plan. I was just hanging on.
Why were you in the back? It was only you two.
No, it wasn't. Brad was there too. Hold your hand out.
Ben's like, I'm ready to take a
Hold on,
nap.
I'm shaking the camera.
How was it? You only felt the rooster when it went like super slow. What'd it run? What's the time? An 80.
Lost 1 mile an hour.
It went in Dude.
Like right before the 330, like boo, boo, boo. But
it needs
shifted gears. I don't know. It probably needs plugs.
God, how old are those plugs?
They've been there a minute.
It looked like it moved out.
It did already.
It left hard.
26 to the 60.
Solid 60.
Dude, that moved out.
Yeah, so it drove a little left.
I lined you up left.
It's alright.
I like how you going back and forth, I'm like, screw it.
I waited until I felt it go droop, droop twice, and then I kind of started easing it back over, and then in the middle of doing that, I think I shifted.
Well, plug change and then ship it to.
Put on the dyno real quick.
Yeah, well, we got dyno.
Make some power.
Yeah.
Throw it on the dyno, make sure it's clean, and then.
That's it. Well, we saw the tune the first pass and everything was good. So, hey, you went from first pass of the car was a 680 that you made. 580. We had to turn it. I didn't tell Ben we took all the power out of top because he can't be trusted over 100.
Can't believe you won a 720.
Man, it's
He was shaking too. He was like, man, it's too fast.
Look, yeah. And it's a manual.
Got that from the Brad Lafferty School of Driving. Look at Brad. Brad's got his driving. Fastest people here wear sandals. Hey, Croc. Oh, Croc Daddy. Wow.
You gotta put them in sport mode.
Chris knows about sport mode in the Crocs.
Yeah.
sport mode.
Alright, well, everyone's here looking smoke for your car. We said lock in.
Everybody up there was eyeballing that thing.
And we were worst case
I swear
scenario,
to you.
Jay, we're up there with radios lining Jade on. Jade's like, dude, I was literally driving this thing on the street like 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes. Actually, there when you come up, guy Corvette sound like a jet just idling.
Alright guys, that is a wrap on today's video. I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you hung out for all 28 minutes of this video, thank you guys so much. LS Nasty merch is in the description below. I got both shirts back in stock now. I got the American flag shirt and I have the OG black and white LS Nasty stuff and the American flag hats and the OG hats as well. So go down there, get your LS Nasty merch below. I'm gonna have a big order going out on Wednesday of next week, so be sure to get all that stuff, and hopefully you guys can get it all before Memorial Day if you're quick on the trigger. But I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, comment, like, subscribe. Right after this video uploads, I'm actually heading out to the chassis shop and checking on Lil Kev and seeing what's going on with the race car. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.